Most people roll into the Seder and they know this part. So then what's the point? We have to delve deeper to understand what's really going on. Every moment has a theme and every nuance matters. And when you go through it, you come out a different person. So that's what we're going to explore together. The themes, the lessons, the reasons, the purpose. Because that's what this is really all about. Step one of the night is Kiddush. Now, Kiddush, for most people, we just roll through it. Why do we roll through it? Because we've been doing it a million times. Like, I don't know, it's Kiddush. Every Shabbos, every Yontif, everything is somehow related to some cup of wine in Kiddush. But really, why? Why do we begin this night with a cup of wine in Kiddush? So let's understand Kiddush, because this is the night to get it. Because if it ever applies, it applies now. So the Sefer HaChinuch says that why do we make Kiddush for? He says it in the context of Shabbos. It's because it links the spiritual recognition of Shabbos with physical enjoyment. What does that do? It shows how Judaism sanctifies the material world. Okay, let's, for a minute, lean into this concept. Because we say it, but we don't really understand it. Judaism sanctifies the material world. How? So the Baal Shem Tov, and those who heard the series on Biyam Darkecha, it's on Torah, anytime other places, we go into it a lot. But, okay, if not, let's just delve into it now. The Baal Shem Tov says, V'chol davar ba'olam yesh bo nitzis eloki hamachai oso. Everything in the world has a spark of Hashem, of divinity, that sustains it. Which means every food, every person, everything. The chair, the sun, the moon, everything. If it exists in this world, it only exists because what is sustaining it is an energy called Hashem. How much, how little, complicated. I don't even know. But that's how it works. When you use that object to serve Hashem, in service of Hashem, la'avodas Hashem, what happens, the Baal Shem Tov says, megalin es hanitzos shabo, you reveal the spark from within, ma'alin oso, you lift out the spark. Okay? The body wants the food, the soul wants the spark. You eat the food, you eat it for the taiva, you eat it because you're just gorging, you eat it because whatever, you just get the food. Okay, maybe your body gets it. You eat it to be healthy and strong and to serve Hashem, and you say a bracha before and afterwards, you eat it for the right reasons, you get out the spark too, your soul gets it. That person in front of you, the job you have, the things you do, look at your life. The use of your limbs, in every single which way, everything in this world, to the extent in which you use it for the physical, you get the physical. You use it for service of Hashem, you lift up the physical, and you get the spark that's within, and you get not only the physical, but you get the spiritual as well, right? That's the basic idea, right? As the Alter Rebbe says, Ze inyan ha-Kiddush. This is Kiddush. Kiddush is a physical thing. It's wine. It intoxicates. It swells your heart. It brings you happiness. It's wine. It's like a real physical object, right? If you look at all the foods, there are very few foods that have an impact on your mental state like wine. Why do we bring wine in to start the night? Because legalos eich hagam hagashmias hi kli lahasharas hakadusha. Because this is a holy night. And there's holiness of Yom Kippur, which is refraining from the world. And there's holiness of Pesach, which is engaging in the world. And we're showing Hashem on Pesach night, which is the night of the physical world being recreated, which is the night of the physical redemption, which is the night of us living in this world. God could have made us angels. He redeemed us from Egypt to show that what we're trying to do is take wine, which is used by so many people in this world, for things that are not appropriate, to do things and say things and act in ways that are not holy. We're going to take that material and we're going to show Hashem and show ourselves we're using it as a vessel for good, for Kedusha. We begin the Seder, the night in which we give thanks to Hashem, with that same object. The Sfas Emes says, Al Yidei HaKiddush, Nimshach Kedusha Shabbos, El Toch HaGashmias. So like on Shabbos, you make Kiddush. Through the Kiddush, you bring it into the Gashmias. You connect the dots, because that's what Kiddush is there for. The Kedushas Levi also says, HaKiddush Yagilu HaKedusha Ba'olam Hazeh. It's the revealing of Kiddush in this world, so that man knows shegam inyane ha'olam gam heim chelek me'avodas Hashem. It shows ourselves and other people that this world is also part of Hashem's world. Right? That's the idea. So we're sitting here and we're beginning the Seder. What's the narrative? What's the theme? So Hashem says, Pesach is the geula of our body. Yom Kippur is our soul. Right? That's why, and the Zohar says, Yom Norai metakin haneshama. Pesach metakin haguf. The fixing of the body. How do we fix the body? How do we create a world in which we are fixing our body? What are we saying? What's the theme? What's the narrative of how we begin the night? We begin the night with wine, because wine has a way of making us, quote unquote, happier. It allows, Yain yismach levav enosh. Wine is a very physical object. And we begin the night by showing ourselves and showing Hashem that we get that everything that He brings in this world, wine being a representative of that, is going to be used for Kedusha, to elevate something, to get closer to Him. Tonight's a night where people use wine. It's a majestic drink, and we can use it to do things that are inappropriate. But tonight we're going to sit in front of you, and we're going to take the wine, and we're going to elevate it to you. And we're going to use it as a way. And you look throughout the Seder, you'll see we lift the cups certain times. We make brachas multiple times. We use it to bench. We use it to say halal. We use it to say bihisha amda. As everybody gets nervous about our enemies, we sit with full faith and lift our cups and we say, you'll protect us. We're constantly using those cups of wine to show Hashem that we're going to take the physical world and we're going to be able to use it to elevate it and get what's right out of it to serve you. And that's where Yom Kippur and Pesach are, so to speak, opposites of each other. Right? Rav Tzadok HaKohen says, Yom Kippur he Allah me'madregas adam l'drimas hamalach. You rise to being hamalach. But Pesach, Kadosh Baruch Hu yored l'Mitzrayim. V'yotzi'enu b'guf gashmi k'odem matan Torah. On Yom Kippur we go up to being an angel. On Pesach, Hashem, so to speak, comes down into Mitzrayim. And so we begin the night with a statement to ourselves and to our family. What do I have? What's mine? What are my possessions? What are the blessings that Hashem gave me? When I look around and think about the physical things that I'm involved in, am I using it to sanctify His name? Am I using my resources to give opportunities for myself and others to bring more light into this world? Am I speaking to my family and interacting with my family in a way that is elevating Hashem's name, or is it just self-focused? Am I thinking about my time and my day and my career and my job and my activities? If I look at my schedule from morning to night on an average day, and I didn't know me, and I just looked at my calendar, would I think this is a calendar of a person who is trying to elevate him or herself and the world around us? If we look at the things in our lives and ask ourselves honestly, how much of my life is being used to elevate Hashem's name, to elevate Torah, to elevate spiritual things in this world, we are tapping into the power of Kiddush. We're being Kadesh, Shem Shemaim, in this world. That's Pesach, bringing Hashem into this world. And that's why if you notice some of the very worldly things, says Kiddushin in it, right? Like Kiddushin is the relationship of a husband and a wife. If there's one thing the world has destroyed, is the relationship between a man and a woman. In every aspect, on every billboard, in everything, and we call it Kiddushin because we're telling the world that it's in that space that's such holiness. And we begin the night with that theme, with that narrative, with that question, with that commitment. Hashem, I'm a Jew, and you chose me, and I've got resources. You've given me things. You put me in the physical world, and I'm taking upon myself, bli neder, to try to lift them to you. Just like I'm lifting this Kiddush cup, I'm trying to lift my life and being Makadesh and to sanctify the sparks that are within my life in your service. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us for this series. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that it enhances your Seder and brings you closer to Hashem. We have some cliff notes for you in case you want a Seder companion. You can download it. Check out the series and the downloadable stuff at pesach.us. pesach.us, and hope hope you have a great holiday, and may we see the full redemption soon.